We made it. We made it finally. Been a busy day. Odd time to have a Hermitcraft stream, but here we are. We made it. And the lights turned blue. Ooh, cameras. Cameras being weird. Hold on. Not centered. There we go. Must have bumped it. There we go. That's better. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I had stuff and things to do this morning. Ooh. What's Prim doing? Where are you going, Prim? Where you going, Prim? What you doing, Primers? Yeah, I see you. I see you, Prim. What are you doing? You just got to work. You're not leaving. we just got to work. Come on, where are you going? Hello? Come on. There it is. Let's see what she does. No, we just got in here. She doesn't need to go out already. No way. She's like, oh, he's doing that thing again where he talks to himself. Anything going on out there, Prim? What's new in the world? Or our backyard, anyway. Yeah, this morning, my daughter, they're on fall break. She goes to a year-round school. She gets fall break. And during fall break, we signed her up for a volleyball camp. So I had to go pick her up from volleyball camp. My wife went and picked up my mom from the airport, coming back from a little vacation she took. And then, of course, my mom hung out for a while. Oh, she laid down, and now the table's in the way. I moved the camera in there. Fall break's 2 weeks long. She gets 2 weeks off. And this is the second week. So she's going back to school next week. So it's been a little busy with my daughter on fall break and stuff. Volleyball camp is good. Yeah. Everything, our year-round school schedule here is weird because it's so hot. Everything's earlier than most schools around the nation. So, is Skiz releasing a video today? I don't believe so. He's working on a video today. He's getting his edit done, so hopefully he'll have that out for you guys tomorrow. That was his goal for today, anyway. So, we'll see. We'll see if he's successful. He wanted to get that done. I talked to him this morning. He had high hopes of getting his Hermitcraft done and getting the podcast edited. So, but he is working on it. Yeah, we're leaving him alone today. We're letting him cook. You know, we're not gonna bother him. You coached your daughter's volleyball team for years. Such a great sport. Amazing, Bald Bover. Amazing. We didn't do a morning walk today. No. What did I do this morning? Gosh, I actually skipped my morning workout. Usually I'll do a couple miles on the treadmill in the morning, but I got a blister on the back of my heel, and I probably should have just done it in my socks instead of shoes or something, but I was a little worried about that. So I just gave myself the day off. It's Wednesday, hump day, you know? Yeah. I got new shoes, and they gave me a blister. Workout fails already, I know. But hopefully I'm going to give myself the full day off, and then I'll be back at it tomorrow. So I'm excited to get back at it. I think I needed the day off anyway. I was feeling my body screaming a little bit. Tango is on his way back from Vegas. Yeah, he went to Vegas. Came back from TwitchCon, and I don't know. Did Tango get a video out before he left to Vegas or no? I didn't see one in my feed. But he had a vacation planned in Vegas, so he went to TwitchCon, then went to Vegas. I bet he was stressing though. I bet Tango was stressing. Knowing Tango, he was probably stressing. Please more Phasmo. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We just had Phasmo yesterday though. If you missed it, Clancast. I'm glad you liked the Phasmo though. This is my normal Phasmo time of the day, isn't it? So it's a bit odd to be on Hermitcraft, but that's okay because I didn't get enough Hermitcraft time yesterday or today. Yesterday I had the podcast, a little bit on Hermitcraft yesterday, mostly just hanging out with. Right? No, that was Phasmo. Yeah. Yes. I haven't been on since Monday afternoon. Here we are. Ended up quitting volleyball sophomore year after playing 5 years. So glad your daughter can enjoy the sport. Hopefully she sticks with it. We'll see. This volleyball camp's no joke, so it's really testing her. Really testing her to see if this is something she wants to do, something she wants to work hard for. And so far, so good. She had a rough first day of camp, but the last 2 days she's been killing it. Podcast hint, if you weren't in the Phasmo stream yesterday, podcast hint. This week we talk about artists that we admire, both super famous and in our community. So it's a good one. Art of all kinds, you know, from the people that draw stuff to the people that make people laugh with comedy to musicians, to directors, actors, all that. All that. Does she have my hops? Not yet. Not yet. I'm hoping she also has more than... I hope she's taller than me. That would help with volleyball. But she's happy being the libero, which is one that usually is closer to the ground more often, or on the ground a lot of times in that sport, as they dive for the ball all the time. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's exciting to watch her get into something. Again, she did gymnastics for a little bit, trying to follow in her sister's footsteps, and then that fizzled out, and now she's picking up volleyball. So that's great. Used to play libero. Very nice. A lot of diving on the ground. It scares me. Anyway, well, let's play some Hermitcraft. You can barely see Prim behind that table, so I'll keep my eye on her, and hopefully the camera catches her if she moves. So we'll let Prim have her piece. Hopefully, and she's fine. She likes looking out in the backyard and seeing all the birds and stuff come and go. I think she'll let me know if she needs to actually go out. She's pretty good about it. Why is the light noise coming through the stream mix? Yeah, that was weird. You guys heard that? That the lights turned to yellow? That's a first. Let me check that. Let me check on that real quick. Let me check on that. No popping noise today, I hope. In fact, if anything, why did they make noise at all? That's actually the bigger question. Is why they made noise at all. I'll just pick a different audio device on them that you guys shouldn't hear. That'll do. That'll do, pig. 1 second, guys. Let me fix this. Yeah, I usually have a little audible thing in my ear to let me know that you guys are changing lights. Because before I was trying to keep up with you and change them. Actually change the back wall. And that became too tedious. So now we just only get the one. Anyway. 1 second. I have one more to fix. And then that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Unplugged my audio device. That's why it's mad. Probably gonna find more things that are mad at me. Anyway, you guys have music at least in this scene today, right? You guys have music in this scene today? Oh, of course the music stops right as I ask. Right as I ask. Had you been hearing music? Was it okay? Quiet. A little quiet. Oh gosh, Haunted, don't do that. All right, let's get into the game. Let's play some Hermitcraft. This is gonna be fun. We're just gonna hang out and have some fun today, yeah? Hermitcraft in the afternoon. I'm not used to this. I mean, I'm used to making videos in the afternoon. I'm not used to streaming in the afternoon, so I'm gonna be a little discombobulated. In fact, oh no, I gotta change one more thing. I don't think my foot pedal is set to play Minecraft. I think it's set to play Phasmo. I have to change that every time. Yep, it's still on Phasmo mode. I fix. And nope. Foot pedal left. There we go. Now I can unmute and stuff. Yeah, hello. Sweet. All right, now I'm actually ready. Now I'm actually ready. How's everybody doing? Having a good week so far? I mean, we're halfway through. Who's on the server today? Ooh, Cub's streaming. I need another foot pedal to change that. Yeah, I should use the foot pedal on my right to change the profile of the foot pedal on my left, and then I can just cycle through. Actually, I could do that with buttons and stuff too as well. I'm gonna sleep. No, I do have 2 foot pedals actually. The one on my right, I don't even know. I barely use it because I never remember what I have it set to. Let me see real quick. Maybe I'd use it if I could just review. It's set to, oh, that push to mute thing that I tried. That and the fast right click. How do I do that? Yeah. Gem in the house. I'm talking foot pedals right as you join. That's right. You want to get yourself some foot pedals, Gem? Can help to mute and unmute in the game. It's amazing. Can deafen. See? Undeafen, unmute, mute. Ah, fancy, fancy. Don't have to take my hands off my keyboard and mouse to unmute when you come around. Oh. It was great in Vault Hunters. I was throwing javelin with it. It was amazing. All right, I want to look at this, to see the size. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide, 7 high, 7 by 7, 5 in the middle, and then we have walls, slabs, and stairs, and then a light there. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna let it be see-through actually. So we need to get this material right here, all of this. In fact, I'm gonna take a quick screenshot. I'll open that up. I'm gonna do it the lazy way. I like doing it that way. Like, I should just have a saved folder somewhere, but I don't. Screenshots. I think I took a screenshot of this the other day when we were supposed to work on this. Of course I didn't. No, you're not supposed to tell everybody about the lights being... Oh, wait. That was just me. You guys didn't hear that, right? I heard lights pink in my ear. Yeah, I love this fan. So we're going to add it to the tunnel. Didn't hear the lights pink. Okay. So I did fix that properly. Yay. I have voices in my head that you guys don't have. It's not weird. Click on the link, it'll open. Oh yeah, you're right. I could have just clicked that. Right. But it opens the file. A lot of times I want to go to the folder and see multiple pictures instead of just open one at a time. We all have voices in our head, they're just different. How do you make those grates? First of all, can you put it in a stone cutter? Yeah. Okay, it's 4 to... You can't make them on a cut, right? And then I suppose you could have them pre... That's okay, we'll have them be orange for now. So there's about 20? A little more than 20. We'll make 48 of these. That should probably be good. Stonecutter is amazing. Do you guys think they should allow you to cut up the wood in the stone cutter? Or do you think they should introduce a wood cutter tool? I find it weird that you can't make stairs in the stone cutter. Right? I feel like it wouldn't make sense because it is called a stone cutter, so I get that, but I feel like, yeah, a wood cutter would be kind of cool. They should just add the wood cutter, and then that way we have another tool. All right, good. I'm not the only one that believes that's a good idea. That would be cool. A saw. Do we actually lose materials? Oh, wow. I don't have carrots. When you make wooden stairs, you do lose some wood, right? Compared to like what happens when you do stone. Because maybe there's not a need for it if you're not losing. Hold on. I need food. We're going to have to make some golden carrots. A logger villager? Oh, like it's a trade. You trade the wood and then he trades back. That's kind of a good idea. You trade him the wood to trade back like stairs and stuff that he's like pre-cut. That could be cool. I'm down with that idea. Crafting 6 to 4 cutters 1 to 1. Yeah, so you do lose. You do lose. So there is reason to have a tool like that. Guys, see the new snapshot came out today with all the features they announced? Well, maybe not all of them, but a lot of the stuff they announced at... What did they call it? Minecraft Live, but not live? What did they call their show? You know, I didn't even get a chance to watch it. I haven't even watched it. The Minecraft whatever. But I did... Yeah, I saw Pearl. She had the snapshot all downloaded and everything and was playing around with it a little bit. Pretty cool. Exciting stuff. You guys excited for it? Minecraft Live pre-recorded. That's it. That's what it was. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know how I feel about a new mob that doesn't drop stuff, though. Does that feel a little weird? It's like they don't actually want you to kill this new mob, right? You can't. That feels a little weird to me for some reason. I need... Ooh, oh, there's tough there. There's tough there. I will need some stairs and some slabs, but... Yeah. The heart is the drop. Yeah, which, I mean, it's a block. I don't know. You can't actually kill it, right? It's invulnerable to the player. The ones that are, unless you spawn it with an egg, and then they have half a heart, but that's different. The ones that naturally spawn in the game are going to not be able to be killed by the player, as far as I understand. Quartz, quartz, quartz. Smooth. Smooth is good. I'm gonna need more smooth quartz. It's gonna be chasing people on high speed next season in the gaming district. Perfect. Hey, as long as you guys, if a new mob's introduced and you find a good use for it, then more power to you. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Yeah, you break the heart and it just like goes away, right? That's the new mob. Kind of odd. I find it kind of odd. And decked out 3 to chase you around. Oh, that's nice though. Yeah, because in Tango's like decked out 3, you don't want the mob to die. So that makes a lot of sense. That could be a good mob for decked out 3. Could be good. Yeah, I left the door open. We'll be coming back and forth, so I'm not too worried about it. Do we have a birthday in the house? We do. Firefly the Drago's birthday is coming on Saturday. Hope you have a good one on Saturday, Firefly.
Birthday. Yo. Why your birthday?
I think it'll have lots of uses. Got to get creative. It's different. Yeah, it's nice that it's different, right? Another mob that just chases you and punches you and you punch back and that's it. I mean, we've got enough of those. So, like that they're thinking outside the box, changing the game a little bit. I do feel like there should be some sort of creative way to kill it, though. And then have it drop as something cool. I don't know. All right, what was it? 7 by 7, right? Let's get some more blocks. It has vibes. Excited to see how it's tweaked over the next couple months. Yeah, that's true. It's brand new, you know. So I'm sure this is what they do, right? They release it. They let the peeps play with it for a little bit, tell them what they like and don't like about it, and then maybe consider doing some tweaks here and there. I actually need that die, right? That worked out for me. That worked out for me. I needed that, I think, right? Was that part of it? I forgot. Where's my picture? I need 2 of them, yeah. Oh, and I need a copper bulb as well. Whoops. Forgot to get that. Is that because we don't have quartz walls? Yeah. Quartz walls have been nice. Popping by saying hi, but I'm at work creating Halloween cocktails for the Halloween. Wait, your job is to create cocktails? That sounds like a fun job. Jamie turned 18 yesterday. Hope you had a good birthday. Welcome to adulthood. Welcome to adulting. Oh, look, I didn't need to make it. We had these. We had lots of these. That's okay. What else did I want? I wanted, the copper bulb, which we need to go back and get. See, I told you we'd be going back in no time. Well, let's at least get some of this tuff down. Oh, we don't have enough tuff. We might actually have to go harvest tuff. Ooh, wait a minute. I'll just turn this into polished. This is fine. All right, let's go make this. I should grow hair to my shoulders? Oh, no way. I couldn't put up with that. It's been so hot still, which is like, this is the worst. It's October. It's October now. It shouldn't be hot anymore. But yet it's still like 110 degrees plus here. It's ridiculous. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. All right, I want to inlay this back one, I think. So if we do this. Basically, I want the idea that you kind of come through and then it's like you have to kind of look right to see what it is. And you'll see something along the way is kind of set back. I hope this works. I didn't try this in creative, so we'll see if this works out okay. Oh, there's tough walls. Yeah, there is. Nice. Have them. We'll build this up. Move to the West Coast. I mean, I'm pretty much on the West Coast. A couple hours away from the actual coast, but close enough. San Diego, maybe. Move to San Diego. I'd move to San Diego. Ooh, this is gonna get interesting. Then move to the East Coast. Is the East Coast any better? Oh, This song is really repetitive. Thinking about killing it. Well, I'll be dressing up for Halloween. I don't usually. I don't usually. I mean, honestly, I haven't thought about it. This is dark up here. And we go like this. And a little slabby slab on top. And block, block, block. Slab. Oh, we gotta dig out. I hope there's not water. Oh, no. Thought there was gonna be water coming through. You see sand, you expect water, you know? Thought that was gonna be it. And... okay, there we go. That's good. That's what we wanted. Look at that. It fit perfectly. Hi, Prim. Hi, Primers. Camera lost track of Prim. She came in here. Prim is, I don't know what's up with her this week. I think we better get her blood levels checked again. She had a case of the Monday. She didn't come to work. And then today she didn't want to come to work again. We went swimming on Sunday. Maybe she's still worn out from that. She goes wild when we go swimming. She loves the swimming pool. There's a little Baja step where she can get into like her belly, you know? She can stand and it's like the water's just at her belly. And she'll like use her paws to make her own splash. And then she like tries to like bite the splash that she makes and she like barks at it and she just goes nuts. She loves it. And I get a little water gun and I shoot it at her. It's just so much fun. But with everything that's been going on, I think it's a little stressing for her body to handle. So we can't do too much. This song is just not going to end, is it? I'm changing myself. But yeah, she loves it too much that I can't like deprive her of swimming, you know? I want her to enjoy what's left. What time she has left. I feel like we need some more light in here. What happened to my torches? Lost my torches. Like in 3 years. Let's go. Thank you. Dream Merchant, thanks for 100 bits. Making cocktails. Halloween cocktails. I wouldn't even know where to start. Making Halloween cocktails. I mean, I feel like orange has to be in there. Holy smokes! Toska, Koshka in the house. What the heck? Thank you so much for the 50 gift sub. Bomb! Jeez! What happened to my... I used to have that Jeez clip, remember? Jeez! Toska, Koshka in the house being amazing. I don't know why I'm struggling to say your name today. I just want to pop these down real quick. Just so that we can see. Come on. Here comes the water. No. Here comes the waterworks! It's not where these are going to go, but... just saying hi. That's one heck of a way to say hi. Jeez. Oh, amazing. You're amazing. Thank you. All right. I think if we do this, we'll let these lights purple. We'll let these change over time. I just blocked myself off though. I don't like that. Can I go? Can I go? No, I can't go. All right, we're just gonna dig a tunnel. There we go. That's fine. Just saying hi. you can just say hi and be like easier than copper bulb. Let's go get that. Wait, maybe I have one in my inner chest. It's nice to be back working on things on the server. I kind of goofed off I was goofing around the other day, and it was great. It was fun goofing around with the Hermits, but I haven't really made any actual progress on the server this week. After dropping a video saying, oh, there's that one. After dropping a video saying that, you know, like, I'm back and I'm going to focus on getting, you know, Metro Mayhem done and all that, I immediately don't get anything done this week. Yeah, I had one left, thankfully. Skiz made no progress either. No, we were just, I mean, Skiz didn't really need to, though, to be honest. He's got so much footage, apparently. He's got so much footage that he just needed to edit together, which apparently he was doing today. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully he gets that video out tomorrow. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see what happened with the snail. I want to see his parkour skills. I'm excited about that. Okay. And then, oh, how was it? It was like a, oh, I didn't make slab. Shoot. And then, was there more to this? I think that was just it. We'll have to frame this side too. I gotta go make some slabs. 1 month later. Full month to work on it. I know, right? He's been a little busy though. You know, TwitchCon and stuff. I'm trying to help out with the podcast. The podcast edits have been taking a lot of his time as well. And Rode released a new device that potentially could edit our podcasts like on the fly. We'll see. We'll see if it does what it's advertised to do. But it's got some like auto switching camera to voice stuff, and it's called the Rodecaster Video, I think. And so it like recognizes when somebody new is talking and auto goes to their camera, stuff like that. And hoping that we can cut down on Skiz's editing time by using that fancy device. So it literally just came. My wife just signed for it as I went live. They came to the door to deliver that. This is not right. This is not right. Oops. Why did that break so easily? Been watching some videos on it. It seems really cool. And hopefully we'll, like I said, get Skiz some time back. Yeah, that's the design. It looks weird on this side, doesn't it? But that's it. We'll just, when we frame it this way, I think it's gonna look great. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Stairs. There's a Scar in the house. Hi, Scar. Elgato partner. I was just talking about Rode products, Scar. Maybe both. Honestly, the best solution I've found through all my tinkering with devices is a marriage, a perfect marriage between Rode and Elgato. And that's where I'm at now. They both have things they're really good at, and they both have things they're not good at. And when you marry them together, perfect solution. Convoluted, very, 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 no, I mean, convoluted might not be the right word, but very, very difficult to navigate, to understand tech-wise, how to set everything up. I spent some time with Pearl. Luckily, I mean, Pearl's a really fast learner. You guys know that. So it didn't take long for Pearl to get full grasp of how to do everything she needed to do with the Rodecaster Pro 2 that she just I talked her into getting. I talked Red into getting this too, and he's cursed me every day since. I need to sit down with Ren. If I don't offer to help Ren, he's not going to ask. But we got Pearl set up yesterday, and she's happy with it. How'd she sound on stream today? Wait, Scar, you have a Rodecaster Pro 2? I can help you. The whole thing about the Rodecaster Pro 2 is the routing. It's the routing. Once you understand how it routes, you'll realize how amazing it is. Okay, I told you to buy it. You bought it. Yeah, see? They should partner right there. That should be like automatic partnering. I've sold it to multiple Hermits. Oh, it's a fantastic device. Yeah, we got to get your money's worth out of that, Scar. It's awesome. Yeah. Let's hang out one day. I've learned a lot about it since you bought it too. So I can probably explain how it works a little better now. Woo. What am I missing? I feel like I did this wrong. Just press all the buttons. Did you go back to the road or to the Go XLR then, Scar? We need to get it back out of the box now. Hold on. Oh, I got a picture here. Let me look at that. 1, 2, 3. Pop. on the fourth one up. Yeah, I guess that's right. Is it a problem that my cat knocked? How'd your cat knock it off the desk? Wait. Do you have the Duo or the Pro 2? Does it have like? Is it Mega? And like, hold on. All right. Let me real quick grab my other one. Does it look like this? Because how did your cat knock something of this size off your desk? You must have the Duo, right? That's the other one that we use for the podcast. The extra one. He climbed up the cord. Oh my gosh. Wow. Cashley gets out my backup. That's my backup roadcaster device. You always need a backup, you know? We can't miss a Friday on the podcast. We have a schedule to stick to, you know? Wait a minute. Is this... That's not exactly how I wanted to do it. It needs to come out a layer. It's okay. At least now it's easy to redo. I'm gonna take these back out, I think. Oh, I missed one. That means I missed that one. Bang. What's up, Cowboy Up? Good to see you. Thank you so much for the 200 bits and then another 1,000 bits. Jeez. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, we gotta leave. I want to leave these open in here. That's why it felt weird, because we were like touching the fan blades. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Another, oh. My house is like Grand Central Station all of a sudden. Doorbell keeps going off. And then now we move this out. Like that, I think. And that's wrong up there. What's the topic for Friday's podcast? Skiz and I talk about artists, our favorite artists that either like, you know, uber famous ones or ones that are in our communities and stuff. Talk about what, well, basically how envious we are of their skills, basically. That's basically what it is. Let's fill this in as well. I think we're... Never done it double-sided, so this is tripping me out a little bit. Musicians, art. Well, oh, yeah, it's like, how do you use it? Drawing, you know, the people that draw, paint, etc., digital art, all that. I did it wrong again. Didn't I? I did it wrong again. That's what I get for talking too much. It's gonna come out one more. All right, we got this. We did the grates in between. That's what I keep forgetting. Yeah, they'll fit right here perfectly. Oops. Third time's a charm. That's right. This is why we don't build on stream. Because I'm so bad at it. We're getting there. All right, now we can close this up. Beautiful. We did a good thing. Finally got there. Had to get this done straight away because, you know, the other last stream we did, I was supposed to get this done and we never did. Uh-oh. Woo! Celebrated your birthday last week. Glad you could catch a stream. Hope you had a good one, Panic. Holy smokes. Sam, thank you so much for the $4.20. You're starting to learn some redstone. Nice. Redstone dice system for a custom game on Lycan server. Lycan said I would be impressed. See what you did there. I don't think I want to strip this. It's waxed. Oh, good. That worked out for us. I did the math wrong. We were short. Billow Poppy had a good birthday yesterday. Good, good, good. Didn't understand it completely until I remembered I wore my very scary... Wait. I wore my very scary Halloween costume. Dressed up as me. You had to dress up as me? You had to cosplay me to figure out the redstone? Nice. Nice. Glad that helped. Oh, you guys aren't hearing dono sounds? You're not hearing the Can You Dig It's? Very interesting. I think all my sounds got messed up when I changed stuff. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, guys? Would you rather not hear the Can You Dig It sounds? As long as it lets me know and I don't miss them, right? The sub bomb worked? Or only the sub bomb didn't work? Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work? You like it? You like the noises? All right, all right. We'll get them back. Just need more tough. Let me finish this fan first, so we can get moving. It's very explosive sound. Yeah, that looks cool. Ah, I love that. I love that. This is the first time we could be able to see through the fan. That's exciting. Oops. I fell over. Sewer's looking good. Coming along slowly but surely. Back at it, though. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to be back at it. Up here, I believe it's just bop, bop, bop. We're done. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. See how there's like 3 in the middle, and then it does that? Nice. I think here I was supposed to do walls, though. These are wrong. I keep expecting water. So we need to cut this back. Get rid of this a little bit. Dig this out. And then right there. Ooh, I might run out of walls as well. If I didn't do the bottom. I didn't. Yeah, we got to get one more wall. Darn it. We were so close. Too much progress happening already. Straight away in this stream, we are making progress. Weird. Weird. What's happening today? I don't even know who I am anymore. Friday topic reveal. Yeah, we said it a few times, so you must have just showed up. But yeah, Friday, Skiz and I on the podcast are talking all about artists of lots of different genres. Lots of different genres. We didn't cover them all, of course. Artists that we admire, both famous and local, I guess, from our community. I don't know what you'd call that. There we go. This is not good. This needs to open up a little bit. Oh, but there's the brick wall. This is interesting. What are we going to do? Obviously, I want this to be seen, right? We just opened it up for a reason. Bunny! Thank you so much for the 5 gift sub bomb. Appreciate you. Oh, no! Oh, how dare you. How dare you. Get out of here. Gotta move it over 1 block. No. No, it's centered. We're not moving it over. We'll make do. We'll make do. This is fine. I kind of like that. I like it a lot. Maybe I might remove this bit. Yeah, the brick wall doesn't look bad. It kind of gives you that idea that something's behind there. Oh, jeez. So much going on. Hold on. There's so much going on in my life right now. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Put up emergency barrier. Yeah, I did that in the video, right? Because if the water comes in here, we could be in bad shape. So let's just block that off real quick. And we got a lot of water above us. See, which I don't mind. I kind of like the dripping. Yeah, what river? There's no river back there. Arctic Fox, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Teaming, thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. Almost missed that. Hunsmom, if I missed you, sorry about that. 101 bits, thank you. All right. Now, here's the thing I got to think about is I want wind charges coming through. But I haven't figured out how to do this without it looking bad. Impulse while in a conversation, randomly tell the person you're talking to calm down. This sounds like a Mission Possible challenge. Just randomly say calm down. You want to get somebody going. Snap your fingers at Skiz. That's like his pet peeve. When you're like, come on, hurry up. He has a massive pet peeve. He will get actually angry. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to ruin the look of this fan by having the wind charges fire through. What can we do here, guys? So, a couple options I have is to make holes and then line up over here. So it'd be right, like, is that right? Like right here. Put a dispenser, and then that fires all the way through. But I don't think that's gonna look good. The other idea I had was people were saying, well, if it's firing at their back, right? Here's why I wanted it going this way. Because that feels more like the fan is causing the wind to go that way, right? And I thought that would be cool. And if it's at your back, you don't know it's coming to dodge it. If it does hit you, it's going to propel you forward. But that could also be a game strat, right? Like, I feel like that could be a good strat, is to use them to boost you. So now they're an advantageous thing. However, the other idea I had was if you think about it and you're having to like parkour. Did you guys see the temple raid my temple? What the heck did I call that video? I struggled with the name of that video for so long, I still don't know what I ended up naming it. I challenged my friends to raid my monument or something. What was it? What did I name that thing? I challenged my friends to raid my Minecraft fortress. There it is. A little bit long-winded title, but in that one, there was basically this thing where you had to kind of like parkour. This is going to be like a really, really bad version of parkour here. But imagine you're trying to jump and a wind charge hits you and now you fall down. And this is all just like water or something that's really going to slow you down to walk through. Soul sand or water or honey, like we've done in the past. And so you're going to want to get back up to keep going. And then you get hit by a wind charge again. I think that could be really good, right? It's coming from behind, so you can't really dodge it. But if it does hit you, maybe you can use it to your advantage to like propel forward. Honey, slime, soul sand with wind charge would be crazy. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Mount Olympus. I had so much fun building it. It was really stressful though, like having the 1 week, and I was pushing myself really hard to do something I've never done before. I've never had to build a map before, so I was pretty stressed about it. But I was very proud of how it all came out. I think we're gonna have to ditch this idea, guys. I just can't think of a way without ruining this fan look. I can't think of a way to have wind charges coming from behind. What we can do is do another fan down there. Is that weird? We could do one more of these fans exactly like this down at the end and have that one actually not look as good because it's up against a wall, and then we could sneak dispensers in. I think that's the answer, isn't it? That kind of feels like the answer. and then they're coming at you, and then you can judge, oh, it's coming, don't jump here because it's coming at you, and then it becomes a bit of an obstacle course. I think we'll just do that. That'll be fun. I wonder how many people are going to try to come through here and then think that there's a way to get through this. Let's see. Now I've reseated this back, but now I don't really know what to do with this bit. Holy smokers. Sam! Sam! What are you doing? Didn't you just blow me up the other day? What the heck, dude? 100 gift sub bomb from Sam Golden Live. Thank you so much. Tosca, you can't be outdone by Sam today, so you drop another 50 for real? What is happening? What is happening? Oh my gosh. Jeez, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. What the heck? What the heck? If you guys get gifted a sub, make sure you say thank you. Sam and Tosca going nuts today. Going crazy. Thank you. Jeez. Jeez. What in the world? What in the world? I like you, but you're crazy, man. Let's dig this out, see if we can make this look cool. I don't know how, but we're going to try. We're going to give it the old college try. I'm going to need lots more tough. Now I won't be able to get through here. That's all right. Force us to figure something out here. So if we just give this a nice little nothing there, can we start to like maybe curve around? Maybe that? Is that weird? This needs to be flat. There we go. That's not bad. Maybe a little bit of... That's okay. I think that's all right. Sam's right. You should read chat. This is what happens when you don't read chat. Sam, I've been reading a lot of chat. Did I miss one message from you? I've been doing, this is the best job I've ever done at reading chat whilst building. Oh goodness. All right, I'm not going to read chat ever again. Oh. What are you talking about right now? You're talking about how amazing the wind tunnel is going to look when it's done, right? Sure. Has to be that. Oh no. No quizzes today. Too rattled by all your amazingness. I'm trying to think. Up there would be, I gotta get rid of that light. I knew that was coming, but I think if I do a stair there. Ooh. All right, we'll let that be. Here it comes. Here comes the waterworks. Fan looks familiar. Yeah, it's the same fan from the generator building. I like it too much to not just reuse it. I always try to break the sand as it's falling. Apparently you can't do that. I think I'm gonna do this to open this up even more. And then we can take this and bop that corner. And if I go one up behind it, then that gives it that protrusion that I want. And I just need a little light in here. We'll cover this with carpet or something, maybe. If I could do one up top, too, that'd be great. What's going on, Prim? What can I do for you? I think Prim's regretting coming to work today. What's going on, Prim? I have a new idea for Prim Cam. I'm going to get a camera. I'm going to use the camera on my phone to broadcast so that I can show you Prim when she comes into my office. Cover top light with copper trapdoor. Yeah, that'll look good. Yeah. That's a good idea. I like that. Oop, I wanted to go one back from that. Ugh. And then if we can, let me get rid of these real quick and just see where we're at. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that side I did a block behind here. Oh no. That has to be brick. Otherwise it gets weird, right? That's kind of weird. Is that weird? Does it matter? It's weird, isn't it? You see, I'm just trying to get back at this level here. I don't think we can. Yeah, I can cover it with a painting. That's easy enough, right? It helps with a little cyberpunky action too. So if we take this stair, turn it in like that. How do I get it to? Can you? Hold on. Can you get this to curve in? Not really. Like I want it to do that, but you can't make them do that back to back. Can you? I want it to be like that and then that together. Use a vent. Not without a debug stick. Lighting to purple. You want the back lights purple. Is that what you want? The back lights? That's a pain. It's a pain. I could just hook up the old system if you guys missed the lights changing on the back wall. We talked about it one time, a long time ago here on Hermitcraft. The possibility of using the wrench. And we just decided it would be too far from vanilla, I suppose. And so we kind of vetoed that idea. See, here's the problem. This isn't symmetrical now. It still gives me that this is kind of popped out from the level of the wall, but I want it to be symmetrical. I want it to look the same as that. I don't know that I can with this brick wall here. I mean, it's not a terrible idea to just move the brick wall in by one. Is it? Unless I end up hitting armor stands. What if we did that? Is that weird? I mean, it's not going to cause any problems to move it in by one. And that would give me what I need out there. In fact, we'll still end up with the same thing. Cover with pipes? Yeah. Yeah, see how I've got that pipe going? Some more pipes and stuff could definitely help. I could just cut it across. But I think I'm going to move this whole thing over. And then we can get the look we want. This is what happens when you're building in survival. Come across these things. Why don't I have more bricks? I definitely have more bricks. I just probably have them at my base. Make it asymmetrical? No way. No way. It'll make the room asymmetrical. How about that? There you go. Woo. I want that pipe to be symmetrical though. Ooh. Where do I have bricks in here? Huh. I guess I just should go do some trading real quick. With masons, right? They sell bricks. Where's my... Just move the whole city over by one. You guys really don't want the stuff to get done. Okay, never came in that way before. I didn't even know that was possible. Wait, what was I doing before? Just buying these? Wait a minute. I thought you buy the brick blocks from these guys, no? Is there a different trader that does brick? Where did I get all those from to begin with? Was I just doing this? Must have been. Me and my friend's Minecraft server, we have a mod. We have the mod Simple Voice Chat, but we also have a mod that has voice recognized so that the Skulk and stuff can have us talk. Yeah, we actually used that mod on the Life series. Which one was it? Double Life? So when we were in the deep dark, if we talked to each other, we were setting it off and stuff. That was pretty fun. That's really cool additional mod to the voice chat mod. Somebody would be talking down there and we'd be like, quiet! You're gonna spawn a warden! I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. I should have came with emptier pockets though, I'll tell you that. Tell you that much. Double Life, right? That was the one where me and B-Dubs were together. That was awesome. We were, what did we call ourselves? The Home Wreckers, right? We were the Home Wreckers. I don't think we actually wrecked any homes though. We were pretty bad at being home wreckers. Nobody believed us. We tried to spread rumors and nobody believed us ever. We were the worst. All right. Let's do that. Especially Cleo. You can never get Cleo, yeah. Woo. Just gonna sleep real quick. Funnier though that nobody believed us? I suppose so. Yeah. I suppose so. People are getting excited. Like, I keep reading stuff on Reddit and stuff like, Impulse said something about a Life series. Does that mean it's coming back? Sure. Do I use Forge or Fabric? Fabric. I honestly don't know how much difference there is between the two. Whether one's better than the other or not. It's just this is the one I know how to use, so that's what I use. A lot of the Hermits, we pass around mods and stuff to each other. And typically they're all Fabric, so it's kind of the loader of choice, I guess. New Life series leaked. Sure. That's all I'm gonna say from now on. Sure. Leave what you want. Feel free. Hype. Fabric's more vanilla out of the box. I assumed, I don't know. I think I tried to use a forge thing a long time ago, and it was like, I don't know if I just had a bad site that I went to. It wasn't the right place or what, but it was like, felt like I was just getting like malware from it. It didn't feel something trustworthy. And those are full. That's, oops. Do I not have slabs? What is Prim doing? Hold on. I gotta check on Prim. She's being weird. Prim, what are you doing? Primmers, do you want to leave? Are you quitting already? You know, it's not a half day or anything. Yeah, I think she's just watching birds or something. We'll see what happens if she moves. I'll leave her up for a bit. Keep our eye on her. Make sure she's good. Hey, she's up and about. Usually she's just sleeping on streams, right? In the morning streams. See, she's maybe it's the afternoon. She's a little more active in the afternoons. We usually get her on the morning streams, and she's just laying there doing nothing, being boring. Thanks for not being boring, Prim. You're doing great. I'm messing with her schedule. I know. She's like, what is he doing? I mean, I do have my Phasmo streams typically this time. Not on a Wednesday, though. What? Headstairs. Top of the hour. Oh, I guess it has been an hour since we started. That's a good question. Am I going to stand today? Am I going to stand? I always have to ask myself before I commit to standing up. Have I made any wire changes on my setup that could cause a problem with standing up? I don't think so. I think we're good. So we can do that. We can stand up. All right, now we are 2 blocks thick, so I don't have to change it necessarily, right? I don't necessarily have to. I was gonna say we can just cut back where we want to instead. There we go. Yeah. Now I can just copy that. Nope. Thought I had stairs. Yeah, I will stand up actually. Let's take a second. I'll stand up. Prim laid down and I'll stand up. Not sure that camera is the best angle now that that table's in the way. All right. Let's do it. Please don't break anything. Please don't break anything. All right. Desk went burr. Oh, it feels good to stand up. Yeah, I did so much walking yesterday that my legs are my hips and stuff are pretty tight. Pretty tight. Feeling it today. Feeling old. Was that? It was that. Wait a minute. Whoa, Cal. Thank you, Cal. 10 gift sub bomb. Thank you. Holy smokes. I think it's like this. Yeah. All right, see, now we're getting somewhere. And then... Wait. Oh. No, in this case, it was too high and then the wall. Okay, we're good. Too high. Wall here. There's a wall here. Too many blocks in my inventory. Doofus, welcome. Glad you can make it. This is Tay. Thanks so much for the 300 bits. Do I have a favorite Metallica song? I don't know the name of it. Hold on. It's the one where Lars is doing the six tuplets on the double bass. It's the video is the guy, he's in a coma and he's waking, he's having, what's the name of it? One. That sounds right. One. Yeah, that one. I like that one. Mainly because I like playing it on drum set. I like trying to get the 6 tuplets on the double bass. It's fun. That's a good one. Sam likes making me a mess from all the gift subs. I know, every time you blow me up with a gift sub, Sam, I never know what to say anymore. You always just get me all discombobulated. Get me all flustered. I gotta cut up more tough, really? Shoot. How am I always out of tough? They should let a villager trade tough, I think. Don't you think? Tough's kind of hard to get. Or one could say, it's tough to get tough. Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez. All right, well, I'm just going to cut up a few. I'll cut up a few. Yeah, that was, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I do. For you. Speaking of metal, did you get the picture I sent you in Skiz the other day? In Discord? I saw that. Is that the one you're talking about? Wall. Perfect. Right? That look good? There we go. Yeah, that makes it work. Excellent. And then we can do this. I feel like I should do a light or something. Yeah. Gotta love those old memories, huh? I think I'll raise that up one. Stairs across the top. Then we got to figure out how to close this off, and then we're done. This feels a little bit weird right here, doesn't it? Does this feel a little bit weird? This one little gap right there? Maybe actually here it would look kind of cool if we had a different block right underneath. Maybe that's a good spot for lights. Bugs me that I did that one facing sideways. Maybe that's a better spot for lights. Then it doesn't look as weird. Maybe. It's kind of cool, I guess. It's from 2003. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Skiz's picture that we showed the other day would have been 1998, I think. Crazy town. Do you guys know today? Today is the 10-year anniversary of my item sorting tutorial. The video on YouTube where I show off my item sorter came out 10 years ago today. It's a decade old. Can you believe that? How crazy. How crazy. And it still works. That's what's even crazier, I think, is that it still works. 10 years. They didn't break the redstone for it. Insane. Obviously, I'm super proud of that one. Still use it. You watched it again 2 weeks ago? Nice. Nice. I'm glad it's still helping. Great, I put away all these blocks. Now I kind of want them back. Build it all the time. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's do this. Okay. Like that. A little bit of that, and a little bit of that. And then we're good. This maybe not needed? Ooh. Wait. What did I mess up here? Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, this curved in. Oh, because it went one extra. Wait. I'm so confused right now. This needed to go in one more to match up. All right, we got some tweaking to do. Let's see if we can make it work, though. If we do... Oh, it's going to be right here. There we go. But how do we then link up? I definitely feel like I'm just making this worse. Because then it needs to go around this corner here. Yeah, if I pull this one further... I think it's because this came out 2 blocks. This came out to here. Right? And so this didn't curve around until... No, that's not right. My eyes are deceiving me big time. This was right. It shows off the whole 3. That curves in there. Okay, I just got to connect these. Up. I got it now, I think. Pop. And then... get rid of that. Little wicked turn here. Stairs are hard. Just use slabs. Just forget it. Just use slabs. I need to start using my free cam, I think, instead of going up and down. Yeah. It's just weird because this side came in from here and this side wrapped around. So it looks a little funky. But we do stairs across there and then slabs and we're done. Yes. Okay. Got it. Do I have enough stairs? Close one. Very close. But I think we got it done. We got the job done. And... Ooh, let's turn it. maybe? Okay. I think we did it. Finally. I like it. I like it. I'm not sure about those lights. I do like the idea of covering this up with the copper. Do we let it patina? Do we let it oxidize to green, or do we leave it orange? Because orange kind of works with the brick. Should we wax it and keep it orange, guys, or let it turn green? I'm kind of liking the orange too. Maybe, yeah, maybe we let a few turn so that it has a little bit of disruption, and then we wax it. We'll keep our eye on this, and hopefully a few of those will oxidize just a little bit. I do kind of like how it looks different, and it kind of ties in this. Now we got the double wide brick on this side now. I'm like out of stairs though. I can make a few. Hold on. 1, 2. Just 2. All right, I'll make 2 more. We'll push this wall back just by a little bit. I kind of like how that comes out right there. Yeah, a little corrosion. Yeah, maybe I'll let it turn even more and then kind of, yeah, like from the bottom up. That does make sense. Like, in fact, if some of them on the bottom were made up of this, that could look pretty cool, actually. Let me get a couple stairs. Yeah, just kind of let it filter up, basically. Sam, do I make you blush? You know what? I don't blush as easy as I used to. I used to be very easily, what's the word I'm looking for? Embarrassed, yes. God, I couldn't remember the word. That was super embarrassing. I think doing what I'm doing now long enough, I've made enough mistakes. Oh, wait. Oh, I want to do it just like that. Yeah. If I can mimic what it did there, that's even cooler. No. No. I mean, that wall. Maybe do it on the outside of the wall. Name it. There we go. You funny little stare. There we go. That's kind of cool. Flustered. Very easily blushed. I think embarrassed. Just embarrassed to where, like, you can physically see that I'm embarrassed. I wonder when was the last time... See, like... when was the last time I actually got, like, super embarrassed in front of you guys? The roof's not symmetrical. Oh, no. I think that's a slab there, and it needs to be a... The bone squatting thing? Mac and cheese, that was a good one, yeah. Yeah, that might have been it. That might have been it. Okay. Yay, we can move on. I don't think I like that there. I don't think I like these lights here. It's not even needed. Yeah, let's cover that one with a thing. The monkey paw incident, that was pretty funny. I don't think I got embarrassed by that. It was just a funny moment. Oh, this copper trapdoor will change over time too. A block back. Oh, it put it there. I don't think the light's needed, actually. It's almost too bright for being in a sewer system. That light up there is enough. Oh, and it's got the copper bulb as well. Okay. So if we have, like... I don't want them all to be that way. Here, we'll do this. So I do them all. No, I have a plan. Okay. This one's maybe like that. So then it kind of like dissipates as it goes up. I feel like one more up there of being just one more made it all the way up. Like that. Yeah. The green's almost too green. There's no in between. I mean, it is what it is. This isn't full green. It's okay though. That's not bad, right? I gotta wax that. Whatever I missed. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, the water towards the bottom causes it to oxidize more. That totally makes sense. Yeah, let's just whatever ones we need here. Okay, we're good. That's pretty good. I'll buy that for $1. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Nunchucks. Obviously want to do it slightly differently. Let's try this. Give me these back. Something like a so. I think I'll keep those two green. That one green. That one green. Ooh, spicy. Eh? Yeah. Perfect. I want one more. No, I don't. Yes, no. Yes, no. It's fine. It's fine. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. Okay. All right, we got to place some blocks. We got lots of blocks to place. I want to make this floor here, and we're gonna do this bit. So, oh man, we need way more tough. We're on a mission. We're on a mission. Ooh, a little bit of lichen here and there. Yeah, we definitely need to rough up a bunch of this. That's kind of like next phase. I'm kind of doing this in waves. I'm trying to just get the actual like canvas down, you know what I mean? Like get the tunnel down, get the path laid out, and then we come back and we'll give it a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it starts with a D. It's not dissipate. Gosh, brain work. Distort? No. Maybe it doesn't start with a D. Dither? Yeah, this is the dithering process. Exactly. Okay. Maybe that's the word. B-Dubs taught me that word a couple weeks ago, so I like it now. Where can we go get tough from? That's just literally just mining, isn't it? Let's get a bunch of torches. Maybe a shulker box? I don't think I need that many torches. Shulker box? Shulker box? Does anybody sell shulker boxes? Beef hasn't been on the server in a while, I don't think. And I really need more shulker boxes. We'll go digging for diamonds. Diggy diggy. If one of these was like fairly empty, I would just use one of these, but they're all like super full. Whoa. That's a nice box. That's a nice box. Here, we'll empty this one. Ask Jevin or Doc. Yeah, that's one problem with the permit system is if somebody has a permit and they're like not around, they take time off from the season or whatever, then we can't like get their products. And that's been kind of rough. I think Skiz bought the rest of Stress's end rods the other day. Why do I have so many water buckets? What was that about? Ooh, just no droppers. All right, let's go tough mining. We hanging out. Mermaid Pearl, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Dancing Dave, thank you for the 500 bits. Thanks for the Bop It song. It's kept me moving and grooving on my 11-hour drive, almost to my hotel. 3 hours to go. All right, safe driving. Jamming out to Bop. Awesome. I've been collecting bone as well. Skiz has... He needs bone meal, right? For his mangrove farm? Just messes everywhere. Where's my way down? He's been bopping away at the bop song for 11 hours straight. Holy smokes. Bop if you want to. Wait. It's a new internet challenge. What? 10-hour bop on loop. Road trip challenge. Let's go. Let's go. I like that. Oh, guys, wait. Hold on. Wait. We need... I'm going to go down here. I want haste, though. This is boring. We found tough, though. We can't just leave it. All right. Well, we're digging, guys. We're digging. How about a little Q&A? You guys want to do a little ad hoc Q&A here? If you guys got a question for me, why don't you just prefix it with Q&A, and then your question, and I'll try to answer it. Now that I can actually like read chat while I do this. And if if there's any questions I don't feel comfortable answering, please don't feel bad if I say no, can't answer that one. Why am I obsessed with tough? I think tough is a nice mixture between like the grays and the greens. I think it's nice. It brings in a little mildewy, little moist. Oh, that word made somebody cringe. Feeling to it. How much did it hurt losing to the Lions? You know what? I actually kind of like the Lions. Obviously Cardinals first fan. But I like the Lions' new coach. I like a lot of their players. I think they're doing great things. So I wish them the best, and they were better than the Cardinals. A lot of teams are better than the Cardinals at the moment. I don't get too upset about it, actually. A lot of questions. What's my favorite block? Ooh, it's always been quartz, and I don't know if that's changed. Deep Slate is definitely giving quartz a run for me. Ever since Deep Slate came out, I've used a lot of it, and I love all the variations. So I'd say it's a close tie now between quartz and Deep Slate. What's my favorite album of all time? Under the Table and Dreaming by Dave Matthews. Yeah, that's the one I always go back to when I need to when I want to just chill and listen to music. When's the next Naked and Scared? You know what? Skiz has been a full-time content creator now for what? A month? A little over a month? Obviously with the TwitchCon travel and that kind of stuff disrupted being able to settle in. He had a few other things that came up as well. But I think right now, kind of looking at what's coming up in front of us, with focus mainly being on Hermitcraft, we might be able to do something. We might be able to get that series up and running again. It's been too long. This has been one of the longer breaks between seasons on Naked and Scared, so it's definitely on our, as soon as it feels like the dust is starting to settle a little bit, which I know we say a lot and then something comes up, but we're optimistic. We're hopeful that we'll get a chance to get back at it soon. It's something him and I both want to do for sure. What originally got me into Minecraft? My son. Oh, you haven't heard the story. My son, who at the time was 7? Wait, how many years have I been doing this now? He was older than that. I want to say 8, at least. Anyway, let's not look into that too much. But my son was getting to the age where you know, he wanted to start getting into video games and stuff. He also had aspirations of becoming an architect. Like that's what he, at that young age, that's what he envisioned himself doing in life. Which I also kind of had a vision of what I wanted to do in life at a young age. So that didn't feel weird to me at all that he was 8 years old or whatever and starting to think about his career. And so I kind of put those two ideas together, video game and building. And I asked around to my friends if there was anything that exists, because I wasn't much of a gamer myself. And my friend recommended Minecraft. So I bought my son Minecraft, and as a 7-year-old, he had no idea how to play, of course. And so I had to help. And in doing so, I went to YouTube and saw that people were making videos and explaining how to play Minecraft. And I kind of thought, that seems like a fun thing to do. Make videos explaining how to do Minecraft. But mainly him and I just started making videos because we wanted to capture our experience together. So that's how that kind of started. Me and him just wanted to record ourselves playing for memories. And we posted them on YouTube because that seemed like a nice vault, you know, free storage for video. Didn't have to worry about hard drives dying and stuff. Well, maybe a little bit if YouTube just went away overnight, but felt like it was a good place to keep our memories safe. And so we just started posting there, and eventually I designed something I thought people might want to see, and the video got some views, and off to the races. But yeah, it all started just because me and my son, we wanted to document our time together in Minecraft. Am I coming to PAX Australia? No, I think I'm going to be done with traveling for a while. I really want to settle in and just like really get back to making content. My schedule's been extremely disrupted by many things lately, and it's been a bit stressful, and I feel like I'm not producing up to my standards and that kind of stuff, and I'm just missing a lot of time. I'm not able to get into the flow that I like to get into as a creator, so I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna stay put for a little while. I don't have any trips planned for I don't have any trips planned right now. I said my only trip that I have in mind right now is TwitchCon San Diego 2025. So that's not for a while. I got like 13 months. I'll probably end up going somewhere in the meantime. You know, something will pop up. But yeah, not going to make it to Australia this year. Not really a PAX guy anyway. Never really been into PAX. South? South. I think I got most of that. It's fine. Twitch can't Rotterdam. I haven't decided on Rotterdam. I haven't ruled it out. Kind of a wait and see on the Rotterdam one. It really just depends on how many hermits end up wanting to go to that, and whether it's going to be worth that kind of massive travel, right? Because you got to go to Europe. Last time I went to Europe without my wife, she didn't appreciate that. So then I would definitely want to bring my wife this time. And then I need to figure out how to make sure my wife is having a good time when I'm not around hardly, because there's a lot to do as a creator at TwitchCon. So we'll see. We'll see. I can't make any promises on that just yet. Is there any tough down there? I really thought I had a haste beacon. One trait of Skiz that I admire. I admire Skiz's ability to not let things other people say affect him. And that's not a full-scale statement. If the person is very, very close to him and he has very high regards, very much respect for the person, you know, he will care. But his ability to like let things roll off and not be flustered by negative comments and things like that that would be nice. That would be nice, because it gets me from time to time. Where did the name Impulse come from? What inspired the name? Do you watch rugby? No, I don't watch rugby. The sport seems cool. I keep going down the same tunnels expecting to find something different. I don't watch rugby. I've seen it played before. Interesting sport. But the name Impulse actually stems from a drum corps that I marched. It was a Division 3 drum corps. Hadn't been around for too many years. Drum corps is, if you don't know what drum corps is, it's basically like professional marching band with with percussion and brass. Unfortunately, no woodwinds in drum corps. Here we go. That's tough. Yes. So I marched in drum corps first year out of high school. My high school drum instructor called me up when I was in my first year of college and asked me to come try out for a new drum corps that he was being the drum instructor for. And I went and I tried out and somehow I made it. Somehow I made it. I played snare. I was towards the outside of the snare line, which means there was a lot of guys that were much better than me. But I marched drum corps for the entire summer. I believe it was 2000, the year 2000. Toured the nation. Played in stadiums and stuff. It was crazy. Played in the stadium that the Denver Broncos football team played in back then, known as Mile High Stadium. And that was wild. So when I got back from drum corps, I started getting into first-person shooters. Battlefield was one of them. And I needed a name. I needed an online screen name. So I went with the experience that was kind of raw in my head that was like really something for me, you know? Such a memorable thing. So I went with Impulse, and then the SV. Well, of course, Impulse was taken. So I had to tack something onto the end to make it mine. And so I just went with my initials. You March 4 season? Even got 99 with the Buccaneers. Oh, the Buccaneers are amazing. Wow. That's awesome. Holy smokes. Yeah, it would have been amazing to march a bigger drum corps, like a Division 1 or something. But honestly, I don't know if I would have made... I don't think I could have. You know, like back then, the Cavaliers were, and maybe they still are. I haven't paid attention in a while, but the Cavaliers were like the cream of the crop. Gosh, that would have been amazing to march a drum corps, like such a big drum corps like that. Oh yeah, and then adding the SV on Impulse, like started that sounding like the word impulsive, which also is a bit of a character trait of mine. I make impulsive decisions, and sometimes my wife has to reel me in a little bit. I've been a bad influence on her lately, though. I'm like, let's make this super rash decision, because why not? Let's live life by the seat of our pants, because otherwise it's boring. And I'm starting to pull her on these crazy endeavors with me lately. Am I wanting a new PC? Yeah, I'm waiting for the latest Intel stuff to come out, and then I'll probably give it a little bit of time just to make sure it's okay. Although look how long it took for people to realize there was a problem with the 13th and 14th gen. But I have not lost faith in Intel. I think Intel's still going to produce a superior product to AMD with their latest line when it comes to what I do. I'm gonna put a little asterisk on that. When it comes to my needs for a processor, I think Intel's gonna do better for me than an AMD will, and I have some data to back that up. But I'm kind of a wait and see. So yes, I will probably be building a new computer, but I want to make sure all the new stuff is good first. Is the hermit that you would like to work with? Is there a hermit you'd like to work with, but you haven't had a chance to work with? I've worked with all the hermits. I would say the one hermit that it's a bit of a travesty. That's probably a good word. It's a bit of a travesty that we haven't done more is Iskal. I think me and Iskal, we actually work really well together. Our collabs, every time we do get a chance to do a collab together, like him and I, it's easy. It's effortless. Him and I, we crack each other up, and it just flows. I'd like to do more with him. Time zones are a thing. Vault Hunters is kept him from being around as much as either one of us would like him to be, of course. But maybe someday I'll actually be able to do Vault Hunters properly. He's a busy guy. So am I. I got a lot of projects going on, right? I'm trying to simplify things a little bit. The podcast is something I don't see going away anytime soon. You know, it's something that Skiz and I, we really like doing. So as long as we're doing the podcast, there's always going to be something pulling me away from being able to just dedicate every minute of my life to Hermitcraft. Also, Phasmo is probably never gonna... Maybe, I don't want to say never, but Phasmo is not going away for a long time. In fact, if anything, it being October, we're gonna see more Phasmo and more horror games coming out. Yeah, I'm just gonna always be addicted to that game. I think it's such a good game, and I love getting better at it. There's always something to learn with Phasmo. Red Legion, thanks for the $6.90. Good to see you, my friend. So glad you're streaming. Just got home after a long day of work, and I have an empty stream to relax to. Thanks so much for being an inspiration. You're definitely helping me get back into content creation. Well, good luck with that. It's amazing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hope your day went okay. Soggy Cookie, thanks for 100 bits. What was my favorite guest on the podcast? That's not a question I can answer, right? You know, that's in the ballpark of like, who's your favorite kid? I don't think I can answer that. But I will say, without saying like, oh, this is my favorite, I will say the one that surprised me probably the most in how well the conversation like flowed, and just like how interesting it was to find out more about this person that I didn't know. A lot of our guests I've already known for a long time, and I know a lot about them. And so when the interviews come, you know, we have a guest on, a lot of the things they talk about I've already known. But one of them that I learned a lot more about, and I thought was just a fantastic interview, was Doc. I think Doc's time on the podcast was just incredible. Doc is just a bit of an enigma, you know. I didn't know half as much about him as I thought I did. So that was a good one. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, because, you know, but it was definitely one of the most interesting ones for me, finding out stuff about a fellow hermit that I didn't know after all these years. Favorite guess the build? Oh, all of them except the one where I couldn't remember the princesses. No, you know, I think with guess the build, it's one of those things where the first experience is always the most memorable. You know, your first time. I think the first one definitely was one of my favorites, just because it was so new. I actually feel like I'm getting worse at building since then. The Cursed Fairy Tales. I know, it's probably like, you know, the best for you guys, but I mean, it was, you want to talk about, we're going back to when's the last time I've been embarrassed, and that was probably it. That was probably one of the moments where I was like, I can't believe I mixed up my Disney princesses. Come on. I have kids. I've seen all these movies multiple times. How did I manage to mess that one up? And my pizza. I don't know why I just forgot to put cheese on my pizza. That was weird. It had like no sauce, no cheese. It was just dough. It was dough and sausage, basically. Hey, to my credit, I had been eating fairly healthy and hadn't had pizza in a long time, okay? That was the dough. It wasn't flesh colored. That's the color of dough, okay? But maybe I thought that was the color of cheese. I mean, to be fair, Skiz has gotten way more, you know, comments about his giraffe than I did about my pizza. So I think some of that's deserved. It was a raw pizza, exactly. Let's see. I've missed a lot of Q&As, but keep them coming. If I missed yours, feel free. Don't spam, but you know, feel free to submit a couple times. Skiz is considering sunsetting the birthday Yu-Yo. Well, you too if he does. Yeah. So, okay. Real talk, guys. Real talk. The birthday recognitions, I know are great for those that are getting them, right? It's probably something a lot of you are looking forward to when your birthday comes up, being able to pop in stream saying it's my birthday and get the birthday Yu-Yo or some sort of birthday recognition. However, to be honest, it has dominated a good portion of our streams. And so this talk actually stemmed from me. If Skiz has mentioned sunsetting the birthday Yu-Yo, it's because I mentioned it first. And I'm torn about it. I really am. I'm really torn about it because it is going to be a sad day when people that haven't had a birthday yet didn't get their chance to get acknowledged, and I say there's no more of this. But on the other hand, you know, I need to be cognizant of how much of the stream it's taking up and whether or not people are taking advantage of it. You know what I mean? Maybe they just want to get recognized and it's not actually their birthday. You got to know that probably happens too, right? And so it does become a bit dominating. And I tried to do the thing where we like bucket it to where we only do the birthday Yu-Yos in batches. And it still feels a bit awkward for me. So I've been thinking about it. I haven't made a decision yet. I think if I am going to sunset the birthday Yu-Yo, I want to give like a notice to you guys so you know it's kind of coming. But I haven't made up my mind just yet. Once a month. Everybody that had start off first day of the month. Everybody that has a birthday this month, and then we just spout out a whole list. I don't know, even then like it's going to take 10 minutes to go through that list of names. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, there's not a lot of other streamers that's a thing, right? Skiz had the clip. I thought it was cute, so I started using the clip, and then next thing you know, like, we're the only streamers that acknowledge birthdays that I've seen. And now I'm starting to see kind of a reason for that. Like I said, I think it really warms my heart when you know, people are able to get recognized on their birthday, and it makes them happy. I like making people happy, of course. But at the same time, I also need to think about what's going to result in something other people that weren't called out are going to enjoy. So it's been in my thought process for sure. That was a big subject right there. That's not something I was quite ready to talk about yet because I'm kind of waffling on if, when, how that's going to happen. That sunsetting process. And you guys know me, like, I really, really do care about how all of you feel. And I don't want to let anybody down. And obviously taking something away, especially if something was looking forward to, you know, let's say I stop it after October and somebody's birthday is November, you know, and they were looking forward to it for a year, then, you know, I just kind of let them down. It feels bad. But yeah, it has become a bit much, I feel. First stream of the month, just do a birthday Yu-Yo for everybody that month. Yeah, I mean, it's not as personal, but then again, we're talking about what's better, doing that or doing nothing at all, right? See, Kraslow says that would be me. Kraslow wouldn't get their birthday Yu-Yo in November if I took it away. And then that hurts my feelings. That hurts my feelings. I don't want to let anybody down, but again, you know, I'm in the business of creating content, so I need to make sure it's enjoyable for everybody. And sometimes the birthday Yu-Yo can get a little excessive. That and honestly, the birthday Yu-Yo is not mine. You know, it's that was a Skiz thing, and I just kind of borrowed it, and it became both of ours. So it never really felt quite right anyway. Will Jits return? You know, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. We all really like each other still. I miss Joker to pieces. I do. We had a great time. But as with anything in life, all good things must come to an end. I'm not saying it's never going to happen again. There might be a time when we can work out schedules and stuff, but every time we try to, it just turns out all of us are too busy, too invested in too many things. And it's been very difficult. There's a lot of groups of friends that I'd like to play more games with. You know, look at it. We got a couple chances with Ren, Azuma, me, and Skiz, but that also didn't continue. And maybe it could come back, but we're just too busy. Doing what we can, of course, but I gotta get this stuff. You guys know me. I want to do everything, but I gotta be smarter. I gotta be smarter about how I manage my time. Especially since I just promised in my last episode that that we're gonna actually get the Cyberpunk City done this season. I have not convinced the Hermits to make season 10 last 5 years. It hasn't happened. What's my favorite college marching band? You know, I'm not really invested in college marching bands. I don't know enough about college marching bands to comment on that. I wish I was, but it's a shame. Season 10 lasting 10 years would have been epic, wouldn't it? That would have been pretty epic. I'd be down for that. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. There is that new season feeling, hype, you know? It's always exciting. A new season and new opportunities to do something different, to improve upon whatever idea you had the season before, all that kind of stuff. I get that. However, I also think there's a lot of merit in just really settling into a season and letting it ride and just letting it grow. You know, look at Etho. He's been able to keep his Let's Player world for a decade, right? There's some. Nice. Imagine if Etho was just like reset his Let's Play world every year and a half. You would lose so much in like the history of it. So I think there's positives and negatives to doing new seasons. And I'm starting little by little over time to lean towards like not feeling a pull to quickly reset seasons so often. I would personally like it if the season lasted a few years. Like if this season was the longest season of Hermitcraft in Hermitcraft history, I would be totally fine with that. This is an endless world, you know? Like if we want to feel like we're starting over, then we can throw all of our stuff in the void and move. You know, we kind of did that in season 6, right? Took down the border wall when the update came out, and we kind of like went out there and did a whole bunch of new stuff, and it was kind of like a new world, but it wasn't. We still had access to the old stuff. I thought that was a good way to do it, personally. I don't want to turn into a group that's like resetting seasons every 6 months just because people lose hype. There is a point though, like when you get all the farms and all the materials you need, you kind of feel like, hey-o, diamonds! You kind of feel like you're in creative mode a little bit. And I could feel like when that happens, that being the point to like, we need to either self-govern a way to play differently, or it might be time to reset. Because creative mode is boring, I find. I like the grind. I like having to dig up tough for an hour because we ran out. Call me a masochist. I don't know. What was my job at Intel, and why did you quit outside of your YouTube gig taking off? Ah, okay. Okay, so if well, I mean, obviously I quit because of the YouTube gig taking off. But if I had more reasons, I guess I could come up with something here. So when I worked at Intel, I started as, if you want to go through my whole Intel career, we can. I started in the call center and for the service desk that basically does tech support for manufacturing, for all the computer systems and stuff that they use inside the factory to make the chips, basically. You know, they get dies on wafers and all that kind of crazy process, and there's all sorts of machines and programs that got to run to know how to make all that stuff properly. And so I was in the tech support center when those programs would act up and need troubleshooting and stuff. That was me. I hated that. Absolutely hated that. I do not like working call center. Do not like being a call center help desk kind of person. I just didn't. Too many times people were rude and yeah, I struggle trying to work through things over the phone. I need to be in front of stuff, touching stuff. I'm very visual. So I quickly used my developer skills that I had flexed in the previous job I had to make the software that the help desk used to troubleshoot the stuff they got calls on better. So I was basically developing whilst I was taking phone calls and troubleshooting factory issues. And I was able to rewrite some software, and eventually they realized that I would be more beneficial to the company not taking those phone calls, because that meant I could do even more software development and make even better tools so that their actual help desk people could be more efficient. Did I leave diamonds back here? I feel like I did. Oh no, I left tough. And so yeah, they moved me into a full-time developer role. So I did that pretty much my entire time at Intel. I started to get a little antsy after a decade or so of developing, and I started thinking I wanted to do more. And I thought maybe being a project manager would be good. So I started getting into that world, and I quickly decided I didn't really want to be a project manager. I got my, I worked toward my certification stuff. I never actually took the test, but I took some classes and stuff, and I probably could have taken the test and got my certification, my PMP or whatever. But I decided that's not where I wanted to go with my career. So then after that, I decided to become a product owner for the product that I helped develop, which I think is not what you're supposed to do. But Intel being Intel, they thought, hey, you know what? That's fine. We'll just give him 2 jobs at once. You can be the product owner and the developer. So basically, you can go talk to the customer about what they want, and then turn around and develop it and deliver it to them. They thought that would be smart. That's a big no-no in the agile world, but they didn't care because they got a 2 for 1 out of me. So I did that for a while, and at that point in time, stuff was happening here on Hermitcraft, and things were going well. And I found that the more I was doing that job, the more I hated it, because I just wanted to be making videos. And so then I just started trying to become as efficient as humanly possible at that job so that I could just get my work done for the day and then go make content. Eventually, things happened. Channel got bigger. I started making enough money on YouTube and Twitch to be able to support my family without needing the job from Intel anymore, and I took the leap. And here I am, haven't looked back. That was 2 years ago now. Has it been 2 years? Coming up on 2 years, I think. Crazy. Do you have any tips for new content creators or specifically new streamers? I think my biggest thing that I always say, and I've said it a lot in the past, and I'll continue to say it, is 2 things. One, you need to make sure you're having fun. I think viewers, they can tell. Like, you could be the best actor in the world, and if you're not having fun, it's gonna show somehow. So make sure you're having fun, because I think people are gonna want to. They want to watch somebody that is having a joyful experiences in order so that they can feel the joy as well. So make sure you're doing something that you find fun, and don't think about numbers ever, if you can. Especially when you're starting off, numbers can really drive people crazy, because it can take a long time for things to happen in this space. I mean, if I only cared about where I was, I would have quit many times early on in this endeavor. I just had to have hope that someday it would continue to grow. And in fact, when it began, I wasn't even looking to become a full-time content creator. It was just something I enjoyed, so I kept doing it. And that was nice, because then that takes away any kind of stress. And I think stress can absolutely kill creativity. And that's what you need. You need to be creative in this space. You need to have something different to offer, Otherwise, people will just go find somebody else that, you know what I mean? So you need to have some sort of, I don't want to say niche, but something unique that is true to you. Stay true to you. That's another one. Stay true to you. You can't fake it. People will catch on if you're trying to be somebody you're not. Especially if you're streaming. You can't stream for 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, and act like somebody you're not. I just don't think that's possible. So be yourself. Find out what makes you unique to others. Have fun with it, and keep your expectations at bay, because high expectations can kill your motivation. And yeah, let it ride. My favorite character is the Impulsive SV skin. You like the little permagrin? My little permagrin. Yeah. I think you know, I enjoy this so much even after doing this for over a decade. I enjoy this game. I enjoy the community. I enjoy the Hermits. And so it's very easy for me to be happy and smile. You know, cuz this is great. Living the dream. And, you know, time to time you'll forget and take things for granted, but I try to remember. I try to keep myself I guess humble and just aware of how lucky I actually am to be in this spot. I don't know how to get out of here. I think we got enough. I'm feeling good. Will you ever play Lethal Company again because there's mods? Yeah, Lethal Company just, I don't know what it was. It just didn't really do it for me. I don't mind doing it from time to time, especially with new people, because I think those genuine like reactions like we got from Azuma and from Gigs the first time we played it, those are great. Those make super good content. The game just doesn't do it for me the way Phasmo does. But then again, Phasmo didn't do it for me either for like the first year that I played it, and we just kept playing it until finally something clicked. I just don't think I have like the bandwidth mentally to get that invested in a game like Lethal Company. So, not saying I'm never going to play it again. If the opportunity arises to where there's somebody new that we could create some really fun and funny content because they are new to it, then I'd be down for that. But it's not something that I'm looking to play more often. The song was good. Yes.
To complete the onboarding process, you will want to check the instruction manual and sign into your ship's computer terminal. We trust you will be a great asset.
It is. It's a good song. He's like, what? Sorry. Was that loud? I should turn that one down. I'll turn that one down right now. Hold on. Great asset is loud. Check. Turn down there. There you go. Better next time.
To complete the onboarding process.
So loud. Did I make you jump? Still dialing in all the new sound bites and stuff that I got. Let it play. All right, we'll let it play. I had another song going, so it felt weird. We'll let the whole thing play now that I got it not so loud. And I'll sit down in the process. It's been an hour. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's because that in the podcast and there is a buzz in the microphone. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. It's because that in the podcast and he gave me an update that something happened, and that's odd. It's very odd. Hopefully, could have been a cable, microphone cable. Maybe it rolled over with my chair on accident. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to sit down. You guys can listen to some Lethal Company intro music.
To complete the onboarding process, you will want to check the instruction manual and sign into your ship's computer terminal. We trust you will be a great asset to the company. Great asset to the company. Asset. Great asset to the company. Asset. Great asset. To complete the onboarding process, you will want to check the instruction manual and sign into your ship's computer terminal. We trust you will be a great asset to the company. Great asset to the company. Asset. Great asset to the company. Asset. Great asset.
I don't know why it's that short. Isn't it usually longer than that? Uh-oh. Oh, I thought my legs were going to get crushed. You bought a sticker that says you're a great asset with the character giving double thumbs up, and you put it on your iPad. That's great. Oh, that's fantastic. Fox Shade, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Could you shout out birthdays on the last stream of the month and have mods collect names with a command through the month, and then have a list on a slide that you put up? Oh, interesting. Yeah, the idea of me saying every single name for an entire month, because that would be like 100 names at least, could be a bit much. But yeah, if it was like just a list that scrolled while the birthday yo-yo, or maybe we come up with a different birthday song. Because that's the other thing, the birthday yo-yo is Skiz's niece, so it's always kind of felt weird to me that I was using it. Yeah, but maybe that's it. Maybe there's a way to do it that way. I like that idea, actually. I'll noodle on that one a little bit. It is work for the mods, that's true. But maybe there's a way I can automate that. But then, see, that's tough. I'm like, how many people are going to abuse that, right? How many people are just going to, like, it's a channel point redemption thing. It's like, it's my birthday month, to hit the button. They lose some channel points, but really they just, like, completely lied. That's going to happen a lot. That's happening now, I'm sure. Not saying any of you would do that, but, I mean, come on now. Somebody probably has. Let's fill this in. You feel guilty lying about your birthday month? And then your real birthday month comes and you try to do it again. And I'm like, wait a minute, I remember your name. You said your birthday was in November. What are you doing back in January saying it's your birthday? Liar. Liar. 5 wide stairs. This is tough. 5 wide stairs. Oh, it's not 5 wide. It's 3 wide. Aha. Oh, that's part of the issue we had here. We needed to go back, though. Yeah, I will catch you. I will have a spreadsheet. You will get caught. Interesting idea, though. Make it a time limit. I don't know how I would do that. Can only use it once a year. I mean, that makes sense for birthday. Technically, I don't know how I would do it. I'll think on that, though. There's something there. There's something there. What's going on there? Uh-huh. I see you. I think we're good. I feel like I need my hay speaking back, but I don't know where it is. 10,000 point channel redemption. Feel bad for the leap day babies. Leap year babies. Yeah, they get completely... Well, no, because it's not by day. It's by month, right? If we did it that way. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I got to think about it. Phil Hall Bio, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Was not anticipating the real talk today, but very much appreciating it. Love how genuine and open the community is, and you and Skiz are exemplars of it. Thank you. Thank you. I just realized, I was like, is that a word? Is that a real word? Yeah, sometimes it feels weird to get into the real talk, you know? I wonder if it's going to cause issues, you know? People get upset about certain answers. You know, like, are you ever going to play Lethal Company? Are you ever going to play with Jits again? I mean, probably didn't give you the answer you wanted to hear, right? And that never feels good. But I also don't want to lie to you. I don't want to get your hopes up either. At the same time, there are some things that I don't know. I don't know. And I got to be honest with that too. Things work out. You might see a return of the Jit stream, but I don't want to promise something that I can't promise right now because it hasn't been working out. Oh, this water is the worst. This water is the absolute worst. Go away. I don't know how far back I need to get this wall here. Better than line or half troops. Yeah, a lot. I mean, that's something that I definitely do. I definitely have the tendency to do. Because I am a people pleaser, I will sometimes just tell people what they want to hear instead of the truth. Just because I'm a people pleaser who does not like conflict, right? And those two usually go together. So the easier thing to do is just be like, oh, what are they wanting to hear? And then I'll just tell them that, and then hopefully it's not a problem later when they call me out on wait, I thought you said you were gonna do this and you didn't. I'm trying to be a little bit better now, trying to mature a little bit as a human, and as hard as it is to have those more difficult conversations, you know, truth can be painful sometimes, you know. But I think it's the right thing. It's the right thing to do. Truth, honesty is always the best policy, as my mom always told me. It's just not always fun being honest, is it? Especially when you know you got to give somebody news they don't want to hear. I might have to come back with a sponge. This is crazy. Where's all the water come from? I don't know. What a weird little water pocket that came out of nowhere in here. I have no idea where that came from. I'm just trying to get to the point to where I can do the regular hallway here, and I can't really do it until we hit, I think, this threshold right here. So if I actually come in, I like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I do that, we can frame this. So I actually don't need to come back too far. And then we can start the legit tunnel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just trying to mark this off a little bit. Yeah, it's from the sewer. There's a sewer leak. Easy. Easy. Would you and Skiz would you and maybe Skiz and or Iskall play Vault Hunters as a side gig? I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I super enjoyed doing the Vault Hunters. When did we do that? We did it kind of in between seasons. And I was having a lot of fun. I just wasn't able to invest as much time into it as I would have liked to stay with the group, to keep up with the group, because it was kind of like a group-based thing. And once you fell behind, it kind of felt like you wouldn't be able to catch up. And to some extent, that was kind of the truth, too. I would love to. It's just a matter of, like, is it something I can afford the time to do later? Will there be a time? And I've been saying it for years. Like, I keep hoping there's a time where the seas part and suddenly I have all this extra time to do content that I've been wanting to do for a while. And that just hasn't happened yet. And I hope it does. I hope there will be a time. Because like I said, Vault Hunters was super fun. I know Skiz would love it. And I watch like JoJo, you know, when I raid JoJo and she's playing Vault Hunters and I watch her for a little bit. And it's just like, oh, it's so fun. Vault Hunters is so fun. Here's you guys are thinking, here's what you're thinking. I know you're thinking this. Impulse, you like playing it. You just said you really enjoy playing Vault Hunters, so why not just do it? Because unfortunately, I also have to pay the bills, keep food on the table, keep a roof over my kid's head. And as much fun as I was having on Vault Hunters, it was not getting views. Like people weren't watching it. And the time it took to play it versus the amount of income it was making for me as a content creator didn't match up. And that's unfortunately how it works when you go full-time content creation. If it was a hobby and I could afford to do it, then that'd be different. You know what I mean? But that's just, yeah, as sad as that is, I had to make the unfortunate decision to forgo doing that kind of stuff. It stinks. It's a better game to watch streamed. Yeah, I learned that right away. I tried to make some Vault Hunters videos and it didn't work out. So then I went to streaming, but also those streams didn't do as well as I was hoping for. I need to bring that stone cutter over here now that we've moved this far down the tunnel. Yes, that's what needs to be done. Should I do this brick wall on this side just to match up? See, the idea is that people won't actually look that way, right? Or they could, but they'll be like, yeah, that's a dead end. Should I do brick here? Or just go just a sewer wall? Embrace, not symmetry. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think there's something we could do that would be kind of cool. Let's just fill this in real quick and see. Let's see if I'm right. I think you guys were right about the Lycan as well, that we needed to get Lycan. Sorry, Lycan, if you're still here. Sorry, I keep saying your name. That's your fault. You chose a name. I bet you chose your name before Lycan was in the game, huh? I don't even know if Lycan's here anymore. It's like super late. Super late in Wrexham. You're still here. I know you don't live in Wrexham. That was a joke. Wait, do you live in Wrexham? I haven't kept up with the I only watch you're an hour away. That's amazing. I only watch Wrexham. You know, the documentary on the football team, you know, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney like bought and stuff. I only watch that when I'm on a plane. I don't know why that's become a thing, but I literally only watch that show, that series, when I'm on a plane. And I've watched only 2 seasons now. But I kind of been keeping up with what they're actually doing, like the team's actually doing. And apparently they're doing amazing things. It feels like a bit of a spoiler for the actual documentary, though, by knowing like how well they're actually doing before the documentary comes out. But yeah, I don't know why it's become a thing for me to only watch that show on plane rides. Your mind melded when Wrexham and Ted Lasso, right? You kind of forget like which one was the fake one. I think I feel you on that. Wait. Wrexham's actually doing stuff like real sports. Ted Lasso's just a show that's funny. They're not actually... Yeah, those are actors. Okay, they're not actually playing soccer. Okay, got it. And they both were kind of out at the same time. They got a mention on Ted Lasso. Did they really? I don't remember that. Why don't I remember that? I'm not behind on Ted Lasso, right? Nah, they haven't come out with a new season Ted Lasso yet. Although they did announce that they were going to. So there's that. That makes me happy, considering it seemed like it was over. Ted Lasso was great. What to do with this? Gosh, what time is it? I'm not used to streaming it this time. They said they're considering it. I thought it was a done deal. I thought they were like, Ted Lasso's coming back, done deal. Did I misunderstand? You have a life-size cutout of Ted Lasso. That's amazing. You almost made me spit my water on my Rodecaster Pro 2. And then I would have had to quickly set up this one. I love my Rodecaster Pro 2, but I don't know what happened to the audio of the podcast. This week's audio, we're going to have 2 podcasts in a row where the audio's borked. Skiz and I need to get into a better habit of checking the audio before we hit record. We've been a little bit rushed lately. Things got out of whack with TwitchCon. Subtle flex. Let me get my other one here. So the reason why I have 2, if you want to know, is we bought one for the podcast, and that one belongs to Skiz and I, right? All podcast stuff is kind of dual ownership. Him and I both pay for it. So we split it. We split the cost of anything podcast device related. Uh-oh. He fell over. What did you fall over for? And so it didn't feel right. Like, I wanted to use the Rodecaster for my streaming setup, and I didn't feel right using a device that we both paid for the podcast. So I felt like I should get my own, you know? Because, like, what if I broke it? What if I accidentally broke it whilst, you know, using it for the podcast or using it for streaming and stuff? That was my concern. So I ended up just buying my own, plus settings and stuff. I didn't want to be like, we have these settings for the podcast and we have these settings for when I'm streaming with it, and I'd have to go back and forth. So it seemed like a smarter decision to just get my own. So then we end up having 2. And one of them only gets used when we record the podcast, which feels bad, but I felt like that separation was needed. I just wanted, I wanted another toy. This one's mine. This is my toy. Yeah. That might be part of it too. You guys know me. I like stuff. I like gear. I'm tech junkie. I'm very excited. I just had a new tech device delivered to my house when I started the stream, and that's the Rode Video. Now that one also is a dual purchase. I talked Skiz into it when he was over watching the Cardinals game on Sunday. I think I had him at this could drastically reduce the time that it takes you to edit. He's like, yes, please. As he's like currently way behind on his Hermitcraft episode because the podcast editing has taken up so much of his time. Easy sell. Easy sell. I'm good at this stuff. All right. All right. Not sure what to do here. What happens if I just continue? That's not too bad. Slab this. Okay. It's something. I don't know if it's good, but it's something. Like I said, nobody's really going to look back here. Oh my gosh. Dang it! I like it. Embrace asymmetry, you say. Love it. Beautiful. Perfect. My crooked tower. No, is that not what you meant when you said embrace asymmetry? That's not what you meant? No? Oh, I misunderstood. Oh, just a wee bit. Just a wee bit off. Oh, no. Oh, okay, so, yeah. We can fix it. We can fix it. No problem. No problem. You know the best part about Minecraft? The best part about Minecraft, you can always just tear down what you don't like and redo it, right? Nothing's really like permanent. I mean, imagine if life was like that. You could basically undo everything. Every time you made a mistake, get your pickaxe out, break that memory, redo. Still don't know if I got this right. We'll find out in a second. Okay. We did. There's something off. There is something off. The block above that is a solid. Life is Strange. Wait, you can... Life is Strange lets you do that? Like rewind time? Yes, looks like an egg. Hate that. I got an idea, though. We just get rid of this right here. That's fine. All right. Okay, finish this out. And then we need to... This has got to be a bit of a threshold. Right here. I think we got to do a threshold. What should we do a threshold out of? I want a divider right here, but I'm not sure what I want to make it out of. Deep slate seems to be a thing. Droppers facing up. Waterlogged stairs. Oh, we do have to start this bit. So maybe that's a thing. Right here, like this, right? We got to start this bit. And maybe it just starts right there. Dispensers. What are we doing with dispensers? So this starts this bit. I think we're at the right level too. So, like that. This is the grates that happen. Yeah, but there's no line. I almost feel like there's got to be a line right here. Wind charges just going up, just shooting up randomly. I don't want to do too many wind charges. I think just another deep slate bit like that might be fine. I'm actually not in love with this, but it's fine. I don't like this at all. I hate this. Let's go as far as saying that much. I don't like what I did there. It was a bit of like a, I want to get this done right now so that I can get the video out because it'd been too long kind of moment on that. A bit rushed, you could say. Ooh, we have mud. Quartz gonna be way too much. I was also thinking something that might look good with the tough is, oops, that plus that. Bring it over. Thank you. I also have a bunch of storage stuff in here that I need, but let's bring the crafting table as well, just in case. I know, sick of going back and forth. Mud is underused. Yeah, we definitely need some mud in here, right? Did I grab the mud? I did. Gosh, it could be as simple as the mud, right? I like it. I like it because it plays off of that same tone that we used for that threshold. But I don't like how this is. I like what I did with the wall here. Oh, kind of. I didn't do it the right way. I didn't do it the way B-dubs taught me. You have to have veins. That's what B-dubs taught me. See how they're all veins now? So it seems like they're coming through and like attaching to each other and stuff. That's probably. See? And then I can't stop. I just overdo it every time. It needs one more block. It needs one more block in there. It's missing something. I don't suppose we can get any sort of like cool. Those look really cool together though. I think tough and polished diorite actually look pretty cool together. I don't know that this needs a pattern per se. Yeah, like again, I don't want to focus too much on this because people are hopefully just gonna run along. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Anytime you do like checkered, I don't care for checkered patterns in Minecraft. I don't know why I have a problem with checkered patterns. I've always had a problem with checkered patterns. Every checkered pattern I've ever seen in Minecraft just gives me a little bit of the ick. Anyone else? Anyone else with me on that? I can't explain it. I literally can't explain why. Do I have Five Nights at Freddy anxiety? No, I haven't played Five Nights at Freddy, so not a FNAF thing for sure. But yeah, I don't know why. I mean, in certain cases, there are certain cases where it's called for. Case in point, Tango's game. It's like a cafe. Old school cafes have checkered patterns a lot in their like vinyl flooring and stuff, right? Like it kind of makes sense. That I'm okay with, but like I just feel like checker patterns in Minecraft just were overused, maybe. Yeah, kitchen floors like only basically. We have a lot of digging to do. This is gonna be cool. Castles, maybe, sometimes. You love checkered floors. I don't know why. I know I am probably in the minority on this. Because I've seen a lot of builders, good builders, build with a lot of checkered patterns. And I just, every time I'm like, ew, I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't help it. Okay, okay. We need... Bring some stuff. Gotta go, Moon Pie. Have a good one. Sam, good night. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Getting a little cranky. No! Don't be cranky. Don't go to bed angry. Oh my gosh, guys. I've been binge watching Friends, as you've probably heard. Been binge watching Friends. I'm getting towards the end of season 5 right now. And it's so funny. It's so funny. Me and my wife, like, we're not laugh out loud kind of people when we watch stuff on the TV. We're not usually laugh out loud people, but this show has had us both laughing out loud many times. If you've never seen Friends, it is. I was gonna say it's timeless, but there obviously are some things that don't age well in media that you might be like, whoa, wow, can't believe I said that. That's always gonna be the case, you know, because we learn over time what's you know, acceptable and not. And anyway, but for the most part, it's a timeless show. I feel like it's always gonna be funny. What am I doing? Stairs. Stairs? Where'd all my tough go? There it is. I used all the one in my inventory, though. What's that on the shulker, you ask? What's that on the shulker? This. This is a block that identifies what's in the shulker. So because there's the same block in the shulker, it's able to say this shulker is full of tough. It's a mod, client-side mod. Shulker plus mod, something like that. However, if I put something other than tough in there, then it doesn't know what's in there. It's too many different things. So you can see it goes away. So it's pretty cool. I like that mod. Helps me keep track of what's in my shulker boxes at a glance. It's nice. Also, Ross is the worst. Yeah, Ross's character is in the whiny phase. The season I'm in, you know, to where it's his character is getting a little bit insufferable. Insufferable. His character is getting a little bit insufferable. So fact that it must be per the script, because they actually make a joke about how insufferable Ross is by having the other character who is commonly known as being insufferable, which is Janice, dump him for being insufferable. See what I mean? It's so good. It's so good. It's a good show. The We Were on a Break thing. Yeah. Oh God, what was it? The episode I watched last night. He tried to make a joke out of the We Were on a Break thing, and it was just like, no, no. What was it? I'm sorry. No, it wasn't that. I can't remember what that was. We got a raid coming in. Hey, Evan and Caitlin. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for coming on in. Thank you for the raid. How are you guys doing? What were you guys streaming today? It was so fun hanging out at TwitchCon. I wish we had some more time together other than the first night and the last night. That's the only time we saw each other. That was great. It was great seeing you guys again. Evan, I need Evan to teach me how to organize my gear closet. My gear closet is an absolute nightmare. And I've seen Evan's gear closet, Evan and Caitlin's gear closet. It's so organized, so meticulous. I am so jealous. I'm so jealous. I need help. 3 different memory games. Interesting. Oh, I would do terrible at memory games. That's amazing. Yeah, Evan and Caitlin have a lot of gear. Did you guys get a sneak peek of Evan's laptop in Jem's log? Anybody see that? That thing was amazing. That thing was so cool. It was great seeing y'all. We were playing some spooky anomaly game. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't need new gear. I have plenty of gear. I need to see how you organize it. That's what I need. Evan, I got something new for the podcast today. Maybe you saw it. Saw some videos on it. The Rode, what do they call it? Rodecaster Video, I think is what it's called. I got that. We're going to try to use it for the podcast. Hopefully it works out. It looks super cool. Very exciting. Wait, what? How are they not VIP'd? What? No. We've got them before, right? Evan, Caitlin. There you go. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. Figured you guys have been in my stream plenty of times. Lots of workshop inspired storage. Even if you just like take a picture so I can see like how you like labeled stuff and stuff. That might be all I need to get started to understand. But yeah, I'm getting so much gear that I need to organize, and I'm like finding myself struggling so much. I went to find I went to find my audio splitter thingy. I have an audio switcher that I plug my earbuds into, and that's like channel 1. And then if I want to quickly switch to my headphone, it's got a button I press for channel 2. And I'd taken it away from my setup, and I wanted it back today. Yeah, please send me a video if you can. Thank you. But I put it away when I made my last desk change, and then I could not find it today. And I was digging through drawers, looking for it left and right. I couldn't find it. And that's when I realized I need to be better. I need to be better. We're collecting too much gear for all the things, podcast and things that we're doing. And I haven't done good storage of it. If you can't find it right away, then you didn't store it well. It's 1 a.m. aware that... Wait, what? It's 1 a.m. here. By the way, you are now aware that you're breathing. So now breathing manually. By the way, the passageway looks like a face from JoJo's side. The dojo side. The passageway looks like a face. Okay. And I will not think about breathing. You can't make me. If I breathe, I breathe. If I don't, I don't. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay with whatever happens. Let's gonna do it. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now we can. I learned last time I did this that you kind of have to do this first before you put down. Once you put down these guys, the grates, they don't waterlog very easily, so waterlog first. Let's do a little bit at a time. Yeah, I knew the game was coming. I knew somebody was going to mention the game as well. Nice. Okay. Love this song. It's been a chill stream today. Yeah, it's been quiet. Monday was hopping on the server. So many hermits were on just goofing around on Monday. It was awesome. Such a vibe. Hopefully we get more of that happening more often. Manually blinking. No, not the blinking. With the blinking though, I will my eyes will start to water. Jay Harvey, thanks for the 1,000 bits. Queen Tolly, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Hope you're doing well. Hope Prim is well. Yeah, I think Prim is well. I only say that reluctantly because it's actually been over a week now since we've had our blood test done, and it needs to be done. Like, she's got an appointment. We were going 2 weeks in between this time, and that makes me nervous. She's got an appointment next week to get her blood tested to find out if how the IMHA, which is an autoimmune disease that attacks her red blood cells, we're going to find out if it's doing it again after we've reduced the medication. So I'm getting a little bit nervous because she's been acting a little bit extra tired the last couple days. And I'm hoping it's just because she kind of overdid it in the swimming pool the other day. But I don't love it. And one thing I learned from this whole thing with Prim is that you don't want to sit on things when they don't feel right. So I might suggest we get her blood checked sooner than later, actually. We'll see. Yeah, I can't show you Prim Cam because she left. Prim left. She was at the back door, and I think my wife saw her sitting at the back door wanting to go out, and so my wife came and let her out. So she's not in here anymore. She quit. She's quitting on me. Prim's quitting work early lately. She don't want to be here. Oh my gosh. What is this face you're talking about? This? She's got banker's hours. She deserves some paid time off. That's true. Yeah. Here, I'm just going to do this. Recam it up. Oh, thank you. Yeah. She's been doing well. The last blood test, they didn't show any signs of the cells or whatever that are responsible for attacking the red blood cells. They didn't find anything in her blood test that showed that she was still doing that. So it was very, very good news. It's just we're very sensitive now to her behaviors because of everything. So to me, it looks like we were going like this. Why did I put that there? I put that there because we weren't actually going to start this until then. That's why. So if we do that and then that. Okay. So we can start along here. So we have to figure out what to do with this wall then. I think just the same thing as this. Probably be fine. Prim needs a doggy bed in my storage room. I know, like if she comes in and lays next to me at my desk, and there's no doggy bed in here, but there is one out where she lays usually, which I can show you real quick. See right now, that's where she was at the back door earlier. Hey, we got a raid from Cub Fan. All the raids coming in. Thank you guys. Thank you, Cub. Welcome in. So if I move this camera over. See, she's got her dog bed. Oh, gosh. I moved the camera to a spot. Where are you going, camera? Calm down. There's a dog bed right behind that little desk thing right there. I moved the camera because it was in a weird spot. There's what's left of my drum set over in the corner there. Not fully set up. I can't actually drum on it. It's not supposed to be there. It's blocking a door, by the way. There's my kitchen. Look. Skiz came over for the podcast yesterday. Look at what he did. Look what he did. You can't see it. He left the coffee maker out. That coffee maker is supposed to be put away. You guys see it in the center there? That's a coffee maker. That's as far as I can zoom. He got it out, made himself coffee, and he didn't put it away. How dare him? How dare him? And now there's a dirty. Look, I got a box in the corner. Okay, see what I mean? There's a box in the corner. I don't know where to put that stuff because my storage is all messed up. Anyway, here's a good shot of the kitchen part of the guest house studio. Anyway, Prim's not in here anymore. Anyway, welcome Raiders. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Cub's stream. What are you guys up to? What was Cubby up to today? We're actually not going to go super much longer. But glad you guys can make it. Squid dying somewhere. I don't know where. I don't like the too much vein stuff. You wish your house was as untidy as that room. I actually did. I did some cleanup just the other day because it was pretty gnarly. It was pretty gnarly. So, and people don't say that word anymore, do they? Might be shocked to hear Cub's stream involved a lot of Skulk. Cub? Playing around with Skulk? What? What? I don't even know where I am right now. That doesn't sound legit. Fake news. You guys lie. That's great. That's good. That'll work. Unheard of. You're just full of it. Full of malarkey? Is that something? No. I don't know. Ooh. I kind of like that. I got to come up with something for this bit right here. Just until we get to probably this. Now I'm actually starting to wonder if I should have started this or not. Cubba Skulk is like Impulse and his I redid my stream setup. I went a long time, guys. I went a long time without making changes. I was happy. I was actually happy for a while. And then I don't know what got into me. I know, okay, here's what got into me. Here's what got into me. This is a weird reason to do it. I wanted to see if I could go with 100% Elgato setup. Because, you know, we started talking partnership potentially with Elgato, and I thought, you know, maybe to help my chances if I show them a picture of my desk and it's 100% Elgato stuff, right? And I started seeing some cool things you could do if you did fully adopt the entire ecosystem. And then I tried, and then one of their products fell short. One of their products fell short for me. The Wave XLR didn't have the processing power I was hoping for. I didn't sound right in it. And it just didn't do it for me. And I tried equalizing, I tried everything I could. I was really trying to love it. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't hitting the mark. So I went back to a product that I knew was working for me, and that was the Rodecaster Pro 2. Okay, yeah, this is probably where what I need to do. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, it was worth a try. I like to experiment, you know? I think it's fun. That's how I learn. That's how I learn things. That's how I learn about these gadgets and stuff. And for some people, the Wave XLR works just fine. Jem loves her Wave XLR. I introduced her to that when I was in between trying this whole thing out, and she loves it. I'm sure it works for a lot of people. It just didn't fit. It didn't fit for me. Like the tone of my voice wasn't quite right, and I couldn't get it perfect through equalizing even. So I went back to what I knew worked, and that was the Rodecaster. It was fun trying. It was fun experimenting. I learned some equalizer techniques and stuff, audio, different plugins and all sorts of stuff. It's fun. I wonder how much more time I'd have in my life though if I just stopped messing around with all that stuff. Everybody's got to have a hobby, right? Since playing Minecraft and making videos is become my job, I have to find a new hobby. Right? Geeking out over tech gear is it for me. At least I don't build cars, you know? That's what I always tell my wife. You know? That's where my daughter gets it from. Things just all clicked all at once. That's where my daughter gets this mentality from. Every time she asks for something, I'm like, that's $100. And she goes, well, at least it wasn't $200. She got that from me. I just realized it. I just put it together. Because every time my wife's like, you keep buying all this tech gear, isn't it expensive? And I was like, well, at least I'm not into cars. That'd be a way more expensive hobby. Shoot, I do the same thing my daughter does that I yell at her for. Dang it. Oh. I learned it from watching you, okay? Oh, you remember that commercial? We are old. Oh, man. That's funny. I'm not the only one, right? Try to justify something by saying how at least it's not worse. Clip it. Show the missus. No! Don't show her. All right, we got the next 3 are solid. Up. We're just gonna get this going so that I can continue this easily. None of that even. Woo! Hungry, actually. Why am I hungry? That doesn't make sense. Because you made me stand up today. That's why. So much work being a streamer. You made me stand up. That right there can be replaced. Wait a minute. What is that from? I don't have any bricks. I gotta remember to fix that later. How rude of you to make me stand. Call me out with the whole top of the hour thing. You know? Come on now. Oh, that is tough. That looked like stone to me for a minute. That was weird. The absolute worst, guys. Yeah. Like making me like, you know, I mean, I won't even call that exercising. That's not exercising. Standing up. Maybe. I guess so. I exerted myself more than I would sitting, so that counts. The first one was stone? Oh, I accidentally put stone in there. I was gonna, okay. Thought I was losing my mind. I was like, guys, we gotta end the stream now. I think I'm going crazy. I think I'm going crazy. All right, so this goes like this. This goes like this. Am I hitting? I'm gonna hit so much water doing this. Right? And that's not gonna line up. Is it? I suppose we can just do this and it's fine. But we're gonna hit a ton of water when we go up a layer. This is the tunnel, right? I'm gonna go look real quick. A little bit crazy. You kind of have to be, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. How are we not going above the street? We're literally right there with this ceiling. That's Marshmallow Man still there. Yeah, we go way up. So we have stair, stair, slab, slab? Let's connect it, and then we'll probably call it a day. It's getting late. Have a good one, Sakura. Thanks for hanging out. Block off the room with the armor stands. Thank you. I know I keep opening that up and then taking that away and then putting it back and then taking it away and then putting it back. Oh, what's the definition of insanity? I forget. This was the other thing. Does this work? This works on here, right? Yeah. Okay. Somehow we didn't hit water. But basically this is the pattern. How I connect to the rest of this, though, is going to be interesting. I think we just keep it simple. I think we just keep this super simple. We're getting in a lot of those spots where it's just like nobody cares. I think that's one of the biggest realizations I had about Metro Mayhem. I just didn't want water flowing back into here. I got carpet, armor stands. I don't know. Yes, water can move armor stands. Yeah. So I don't want water coming through here and moving my custom armor stands and stuff. That's why. That'd have been a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, sorry. My realization was that with Metro Mayhem, this is a race, you know? And if you're constantly moving and you're running and you're just looking forward, looking to see how to get to from point A to point B as fast as you can, you're not stopping and looking around at details. So as fun as it is to add a ton of details in bits and bobs like this, it's going to go mostly unnoticed. Like, absolutely nobody coming through here during the race is going to be like, whoa, that's cool. Super Mario Brothers. And keep running. You know what I mean? They're too busy. Whoa, wait a minute. How come one hook is missing? Oh, Michelangelo, you're so lazy. Hang your nunchucks up where they go. You know, like nobody's going to stop and pay attention to any of that. It's fun to make, but honestly, like with how much we have left to go, I need to start focusing on like getting there, you know, a little bit more than I have been. Water above means you don't have to do flickering lights. I'm not following Balloon Arena. I feel like you just said something very profound, and I wish I understood what you're saying a little better. Stand at the punching bag and look at the door. Oh, this door? I hate this door. I'm changing it. I don't like any part of this door. See, Rusty. Are we going to put wind charge jump pads somewhere? Yeah, wind charges are going to be coming through this tunnel. So I'm going to have this sewer done. Yeah, you raise a good point. We can only go so far before this needs to transition to the parkour that's going to be happening from the wind charges coming this way. Do I see the face? I mean, I saw kind of like a mustache or something. Like, oh, the eyeball, mouth. Yeah. Hey. Joy Edlian? Oh, I don't know how to say your name. Need to stop changing things and get stuff done. Are you carrying the lights dimming in from the start of the tunnel? Water means you don't have to. Are you carrying the lights dimming in from the start of the tunnel? Oh, wait a minute. This tunnel? Oh, the train section. No. Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you. I was going to say, there's no lights dimming in this one. Yeah, no, the train station flickering stuff we're not going to do here. This is inside the sewer system, so it's got a bit of a different vibe. Like, this wasn't really supposed to have installed lights and stuff. It's a sewer. So, but yeah, we need to change. Yeah, that is a very good point. I think we will only go this far. Right here. Let's do it now, just so I remember. Because otherwise, I'm totally going to forget that we made this decision. This sewer section right here is going to stop right there, and then we're going to do the wind charge parkour. That's the idea. Wow, I almost just had like a completely... just completely forgot about what the mission was here, what the goal was of this tunnel. I just started building the thing I knew, because it was easy. Thank you, guys. Somebody made me realize that we were just on the wrong track. So we'll stop it here. Now that I've put that there, I'll remember. So this stops here. Now we go into a section of parkour wind charge bobbing and weaving. And I feel like you got to do this in your chair, right? Whoop, 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 wind charge coming. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then you get past this wall of the barrage, and then it can go back into something else. There we go. That's gonna be cool. That section's gonna be fun to do, but this needs to get done. This is just place all the same blocks over and over again. Put a sign so I don't forget. I won't. Now that I capped it right there, I'll totally remember. Okay. All right. I do want to wrap things up, guys. We've been going for 3.5 hours. I want to make sure I get this VOD downloaded and stuff, and I'll probably release tomorrow because it's so late in the day, but it's been fun hanging out. It's a totally different time for me, so I'm not sure how well this worked out for you guys. I'm not going to make a schedule change or anything. Don't worry about that. Typically, Tango would be streaming around this time, and then Skiz, but they're both busy at the moment. Tango's losing all his money in Vegas, and Skiz is editing a podcast with bad audio. So I get to take their spot today. Hopefully that's all right. Hopefully, let's see. Tomorrow, I don't have any plans to stream tomorrow, but it has been 3 hours, right? Almost. You're right. Because we started it. We're 3 minutes still. Anyway. I was going to try to start at 1. That's why I got confused. I don't have any streams planned for tomorrow, but it doesn't mean it might not. It won't happen. Words are hard. I should get Evan's merch, shouldn't I? I have to stand up in 2 minutes. Don't have anything planned for tomorrow, but what was I going to say? Potentially an afternoon stream, because I know the Gigs crew wanted to do spooky games, spoopy season, however you kids say it. So if we find something that we want to play, it could potentially happen tomorrow, but no promises. So just kind of keep your eye on the channel and Twitter and stuff, and we'll let you know. But other than that, I think Friday might be ISV server tours. Might be. I got to look at my schedule again. Still getting back in the swing of things. Before you go to sleep, would you eat my username as lunch? A soggy sandwich? No thanks. I'm going to check because I know we said, you know, the birthday yo-yos might be getting retired, but there was a couple mentioned, and I'll catch up on those real quick. Oh my gosh. Allie 2709 Cat. Wait, hold on. Those are two different names. Allie 2709 and Cat in a Box both had birthdays, so happy birthday to you both.
Birthday, yo, why your birthday?
And Opal, thank you so much for the $4.20. Got a DNR. Thank you. All right, who shall we raid today, guys? I mean, we just got raided by Evan and Caitlin and Cub, and now we got to pass you on to like that's hard to follow. That's a hard act to follow. Both of them, all of them. I just bucketed Evan and Caitlin as one, and Cub is the other. No. Ooh, we got some good choices. We just raided Trouble the other day, yesterday even, and it's been a while since I've raided Linksy. So I think I want to raid Linksy today. Because, yeah, it's been a long time. And Linksy does amazing stuff. And I really think you guys are going to dig what he's up to. So let's do that. We'll load you up for Linksy. And I'm apparently subbed to him. Somebody must have gifted me a sub to Linksy a while ago. Because it just said I was subbed to him. Anyway, guys, thank you again. Appreciate you all. And I hope to see you soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Friday. We'll see. But if I don't, have a good rest of your week, everybody.